Myself, Dr. Mohammad Ashraful, welcome you to this training program on Python. The topic of my lecture is Introduction to Python Programming Language. The contents of my lecture is background, why we should use Python, then some major applications of Python programming language, getting started with Python, then Python syntax, Python variables, and Python operators. We all know that nowadays Python is one of the most popular programming languages. It is high-level, interpreted, interactive, and object-oriented programming language. During late 1980s, it was introduced by a researcher, Guido van Rossum, and first launched in 1991 as Python 0.9.0 at Centrum Wiskunde and Informatica Research Center in Netherlands. Python was released as a successor to the ABC programming language. Again, this ABC programming language was also a product of the CWI Research Center in Netherlands. Why we should use Python? Python is a high-level programming language and very easy to learn. Python can work in any system irrespective of the operating system, whether it can have a Windows or Linux or Ubuntu or a Mac OS. The syntax of Python is very simple and allows the programmers to write programs in very few lines. Python runs on an interpreter system. That means the code is executed as soon as it is being written. And the most important one is Python has a very large and mature community for the developers. So whenever the developers are facing any issue or bug in their codes, they can easily find in the web from this large community. Now let us see the major applications of Python programming language. The first one is data handling and visualization. So Python offers a good range of tools and libraries for handling and visualization of the datasets. Then analysis of variety of data such as numerical, textual, image, video, audio. Then the most important one is implementation of artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning based algorithms very easily. Python can be used for performing the complex mathematical computations. It can be used for developing web application as a server-side scripting, and it can also be used as a standalone software development tool. Now, getting started with Python. So the question is how we should use Python in our system. There are multiple ways. So the most basic one is to install a Python executable in your system and use it for your own purpose. So you can download Python from this link on the official website. So here you can download the Python executable file based upon your operating system, whether you are having Windows or Linux or Unix or Mac or any other. So you can download the latest version here, or you can also download any previous releases of Python from this website. Then there is another option that you can use an Anaconda platform. So this tool provides a good environment for Python. So you can install it from this link and you just type your email and submit it, and then you can download Anaconda from it and you can use it for your Python programming language. Then next you can use a very important tool, that is PyCharm IDE. It is an integrated development environment. It is provided by JetBrains. So it is a complete tool that you can use for your development, whether you are developing a standalone software or you are developing a web application. So there are two types of PyCharm, PyCharm Professional and PyCharm Community Edition. So the PyCharm Community Edition is free to use and there are some limited facilities here. But if you use Python Professional, that is subscription based, and you can enjoy a wide range of facilities from Python, from PyCharm. And then there are some online platforms in which you don't have to install or configure anything about Python in your system. You can use it in the web, that is Google Colab, then Kaggle, etc. So this whole training program we will be using Google Colab as the development environment. so that you don't have to worry about the configuration or any dependency in your system. So what is Google Colab? So Google Colab is also known as Google Collaboratory. It is an executable document that lets you write, execute, and share Python codes within the Google Drive. Okay, so I think you are aware of Google Jupyter notebooks. So Google Colab is a Jupyter notebook that is stored in your Google Drive, and this Colab connects the notebook with the Google's cloud-based runtimes. Okay. And from this Google Colab, you can have the access of GPUs and TPUs in free of cost provided by Google. So whenever we want to use Google Colab, just go to the browser and type Google Colab and hit enter. Then you can see this link, Google Colab, colab.research.google.com. Here, just open it. And once it is opened, you can see this type of window. There are different options will come. So whenever you are using first time, you can see this tab plus new notebook. Click on this one and a new notebook will open. Just wait for a second. Yeah. Now you can see a Jupyter notebook has been opened in my browser. Okay. So here a lot of options are there. So this Jupyter notebook is generally run through a particular cells where we can write our codes. Okay, and there are some tabs here. You can see there are different options. You can open a notebook in your drive. You can upload a notebook. You can remove it. Okay, you can save it in your drive. Right, you can download it. Okay. Then there are some other options: edit, view, then insert. You can insert a code cell. Right, and one important thing is whenever you are using Google Colab, you have to connect the runtime of the Google. Okay, so here click on it and you can see that it is connecting. So once it is connected successfully, you can see the resources here, and there are some other options are also there. You can see what is the connected runtime. Okay, so you can view the resources. Okay, and you can see that 12.7 GB RAM has been allocated to me and 107.7 GB storage has been provided. So here you can change the runtime, right? So here by default a CPU has been assigned, so you can access GPU, okay, or you can just delete it and click save. Then it will reconnect it. So now you can see here a GPU of 15 GB has been assigned to me. Okay, so like this you can use Google Colab. Now let us see the Python syntax. So Python syntax is very simple English-like syntax we use. Print command has been written in which hello world is provided as a string. Okay, and it is printing hello world in the console. Okay, so simple English-like syntax has been used. Then Python uses strict indentation for a block of code. So whenever we write a particular block of code, we have to maintain proper indentation in the statements. Okay. Then for the comments, hash symbol is used, and these comments can be inserted anywhere in the code. Okay. Now just go to the Colab and let us see the syntax of Python. So now I will write simple print command. Okay. And suppose I am writing hello world. And to run a particular cell, either we can click on this icon, this triangle icon, okay, or we can press Ctrl plus enter or Shift plus enter, and the particular cell will execute it. So see here, the cell has been executed. Okay. So if I want to use a comment here, okay, this is a comment. So this comment has nothing to do with this code, right? So these comments are very useful for documenting our programs, okay, our codes, so that the other person can understand it. And I was talking about the indentation. Suppose I am writing a particular block of code. Suppose I am writing if 5 is greater than 2, then a particular statement will execute it. This is executed. Okay. So here you can see whenever a block of code is there, that means a colon symbol is used, then for the next consecutive statements we have to maintain the indentation. Okay. So if I run this, so if 5 is greater than 2, then the next statement will execute. Okay. So suppose if I don't maintain the indentation, you can see there are some errors. So if I execute this, it will throw me an error. Okay. So you can see indentation error is there. So in Python, whenever there is a block of code, that means whenever there is a colon is starting, then you have to maintain proper indentation for the next statements. Okay. So now let us see what are the variables are there in Python. Are the storage types in which we store particular value. Okay. So we give a name for a particular variable, right? So these variable names must follow these three things, that a variable name must start with a letter or underscore. Variable name is a case sensitive, and it can have alphanumeric characters. Okay, that means if you see here, so suppose x is equal to 5. Okay, so it is a particular variable, right? So here you can see that I am not writing any type of variable here. Okay, that means if you are familiar with Java, you can recall that in Java we write int x is equal to 5, or a string var is equal to some string, right? So here we don't have to write any type for a particular variable. So you can see it also works. Okay. Now here these small x, and suppose I'm writing capital X is equal to 5. So now these two variables are different variables, because in Python it is case sensitive, right? So if you want to see, so it is giving 5. If I write small x, then it will give this is string. Okay. So here are some examples that I have given here. Now how to understand or how to get the type of the variable. So there is one function available in Python, that is type. From that you can get the type function, type of the variable. Okay. So if I write type, then I mention the variable, so it will give me the type of the variable, right? So if I write small x, then it will give me string. Okay, so that string small x, that storing this is string, is a string type variable, and the capital X storing 5 is a int type variable. Okay. Now, what are the different type of variables, different type of data that Python variable can store? There are text type, that is string. They can be numeric type, int, float, complex. They can be sequence type, then list, tuple, range. Then there will be mapping type, that is dictionary. Then there will be set type also. Then boolean type, bool, and for binary type also byte, byte array, and memory. So used. Then there are n number of operators in Python. Okay. So operators like arithmetic operator, like plus, minus, divide, quotient, right, multiplication, right? Then assignment type, equal to, plus, equal to, minus, equal to, right? Then comparison type, equal to. So all these are different type of operators that we can use. Like suppose x equal to 4, y is equal to 3. Now I want to add those things, x plus y. Okay. You can see. Now if I multiply them, or I can store it in a different variable. Right. Now for the assignment operators, okay, so if this is for the comparison. Okay, assignment is like equal to or like that. Then if you want to check, that means comparison one. So this is a block of code. Then I have to maintain proper indentation here. X and Y. I don't have to give it here. Okay. So here I am comparing x and y, right? So if x and y are equal, then it will print this one. If not, then it will print this one. Okay. So they are not equal, so it will go to the else statement. So all these if else will be covered in another lecture. So I am just giving the what are the operators are there. So if you want this one, okay, so I haven't changed the print statement, but as well as this statement or this condition is fulfilled, so this statement will print, right? Okay. So these are the different type of operators that that are being allowed in Python. So that's all for this lecture. Thank you everyone.